name is Daniel Rodriguez. I'm the 222 RWS super welterweight champion. I was 14 years old when I started Muay Thai. At first, I was searching a sport to just keep my body moving. And since I love to watch like fights and stuff, I went to a gym to start martial arts. It wasn't specific Muay Thai. It was just like the first gym I started was Muay Thai gym, so it's like a coincidence that I came to Muay Thai.
Daniel came in 2013. He was very weak in the beginning, I remember. Because when they gave him weights, 3 kilos, he was like this. He couldn't do. He was very thin. But the movements were already good. After 1 or 2 trainings, we already saw that he had potential to be good.
I began to love this sport. I saw the fighters like training differently, so they really motivated me. They were like superhumans. They were so strong in my gym, so I wanted to be like them. I really wanted to fight. I wanted to see how strong I can get. So I stressed my coach like every time I want to fight, and after 10 months I got to my first fight.
And still then I didn't believe that he will achieve something like that. Okay, he will fight maybe a few fights and then he stop. And then he fought, first fight, second fight, I still, okay, no, I don't think so. And after the 4th fight, I start believe, I say, okay, he likes Muay Thai, he likes the sport, so maybe he will not stop. Maybe we got him in the sport.
My coach was a big influence on me during training and all of the stuff. And he always would like show me fights from guys from Thailand, and I was always like, these guys are the real deal. I want to learn from them, I want to fight them. So deciding to Thailand wasn't hard.
You need to come to Thailand to understand Muay Thai. Because when you come here, then you see, okay, what is possible to do, how they train, how the Thais train.
It's not easy to come here and just like be apart from everything that you love. So you have to like sacrifice everything to come here and live your dreams. I had a culture shock at first. I never was in Asia, or it was really astonishing. I really liked it. I liked the Rajadamnern Stadium. First time I went to see fights was in Rajadamnern Stadium. It was really impressive. The first time I saw like real elbows, not like in Europe. They just super beautiful, super strong. I think the love for Muay Thai only grew bigger here in this time.
ล่าสุดนะครับทางสนามมวยราชดำเนินนะฮะออกมาประกาศแล้วงดการจัดมวยทุกประเภททุกรายการ
I think the hardest time was after 2019 when COVID came. I came back to Switzerland and like everything was shut down. I had no chance to training. I almost stopped with Muay Thai because it's like I was like, yeah, it's no chance it's getting somewhere. I didn't train for probably like 3-4 months. I put on some weight, and then with the time I started missing it. I started training outside. I started training in the gym again, and then I really evolved the love for Muay Thai. Then I saw I cannot go without Muay Thai.
When COVID was finished, we did his first European title fight in WBC. Then he got champion. And he was already good at this time, but we knew that Danny needs to have more power. We decided to come immediately back to Thailand. We tried at Sinbi Muay Thai, and this was very good because they gave him a very quick opportunity to fight for the Rajadamnern title.
That was like the first time that people could hear my name throughout the Muay Thai scene. So I really trained hard for this fight. Super nervous. and And yeah, even like before they raised my hand, I wasn't sure if I won. I wasn't sure like 100% did I win. And when they raised my hand, I was super relieved. So like I did it. Super happy. A dream came true.
After I watched his fight, I knew it that, you know, RWS should have him for the 154 division. We have only one slot left and we had to finalize as soon as possible. Daniel has a great record. He's undefeated. So we got him. We got the right guy. So honestly, I would say it's a coincidence.
Nobody expected him to win. He was unknown before he took the fight and then he won. Very impressive. We were like, wow, who is this guy? Very impressive. So we took him in. He had to compete against all the elite fighters for the next 6 months. So we were like, okay, let's see how he will do against all these top fighters.
I was super motivated. I was like, yeah, that's like the biggest tournament that's going to happen, even like in Rajadamnern. Oh, the first feeling against Rungrat, I was super hyped. I was super nervous as well because I didn't know. I knew Rungrat. I knew him from videos and like hearing his name all the time. He was like the first super strong Thai guy that I faced, like the real deal.
In Thailand, there's an award for the best Muay Thai fighter every year, and that fighter would get a trophy from the king. It's the most honorable award the best Muay Thai fighter will get each year. Yalvisha got it when he was 16. People were saying it's really cool that Daniel has an undefeated record, but it is because he has never fought an elite guy like Yalvisha.
First fight against Yalvisha I was even more nervous than with Rungrat. Dado told me not to walk back too much. He was like, if you walk back, Yalvisha will come and like take you like a wave, take you over. That's the thing that everybody does. They get intimidated from Yalvisha. Everybody told me like, yeah, it's okay, you don't need to win and stuff, and I didn't think like that. Me and Tado were like, we're gonna smash Yalvisha, we're gonna win, we're not gonna walking out with a loss.
ต้องบอกว่ายังสูสีมากๆครับตอนนี้ครับใครได้ก็คือชนะครับที่ดันเลยก็ต้องพิสูจน์ครับเขาเป็นแชมป์ของเวทีราชดำเนินโอ้โหยงชาเบาครับโอ้โดนปัดเข้าไปครับยงชาครับยังดีครับ2โอ้โหตอนนี้แดเนียลมาเป็นอายุครับ2 Blue Corner Daniel Sinbi
I took him on and we did a great fight, so I was really happy that I'm really that strong how I think I was. The fight against Parham, I wasn't nervous because I won against Yalvisha, so I was like, yeah, nobody can touch me. Super confident, went to the fight, took it easy. So after the second round, he touched me with a good hook, and then I was like, yeah, I need to keep going. I was going too easy. I'm never forgetting again that I have to go hard every time.
ชกแบบนี้ไม่รู้ว่าไปอยู่ไหนมาครับพามแต่ว่าได้มาโชว์ครั้งนี้ต้องบอกว่าติดตาครับใครมวยทั่วโลกโอ้โหตาเนี่ยเอาโอ้ยดีแดงเลือดเมื่อกี้โอ้โหนี่แหละครับตอนนี้ของจริงมาแล้วครับเลือดสาดเอาครับนี่ครับต้องเบรกครับให้แพทย์ดูนิดนึงครับคุณหมอในรอบนี้น่าจะพอครับโอ้โหเรียบร้อยนะครับ
This is Rajadamnern and this is RWS Final 4!
I was quite nervous as well because I knew Saturn fights really strong. I saw all of his fights on YouTube, so I studied him. The worst part from him is that he don't walk back when you start attacking, so that suits me very well. So we aim for big shots, like good power punches, and in the end it went well. hit him with all the power I had. It was like the strongest punch I ever threw in a fight. And I was like really surprised he got up. I was like standing there and watching him get up. I was like, wow, how?
ทีไหมครับทีโอ้โหรัวครับชุดใหญ่ชุดใหญ่เรียบร้อย
Crazy KO. It was amazing, and then storms of punches, and the referee called it off. And the special thing was that after that, I remember Shaquille O'Neal, the legend of NBA, the legendary basketball player, shared the highlight of that KO in his social media. It was a very special moment for us.
Everybody was like super supportive. It was not like the first time I fought Jovica. They were like, you have to win this. I'm sure you win this. So I was super motivated. I was 100% sure I win. This was the hardest camp in my life. I trained so hard, I almost cried. It's so hard. It was so hard. When I finally got to the fight, I felt so strong.
Daniel เนี่ยเปรียบเทียบเนี่ยเหมือนเป็นฟลอยด์เมเวเธอร์ของมวยไทยเลยเพราะว่าแกยังไม่เคยแพ้ใครมาก่อนเลยครับมีแมตช์ที่แข่งกับยอดวิชาพรบุญสิงห์ครับนักชกจากนครราชสีมา
The fights with him are always hard. I don't think anyone can beat him. Like he's really
ตรง
strong.
ไหนเนี่ยครับขวากับเกี่ยวแล้วก็ต่อยมันโอ้โห
I tried to hit him with an elbow, and he just hooked me on the other side and walked out. After that, I got so mad that I didn't think in the second and third round. I just went forward. At the end of third round, I noticed, he doesn't want to win. Then I switched my style a little bit.
It was the top Muay Thai fight that you can ask for.
First feeling was I was so relieved. I was so happy that all the training paid off. So like I was super proud, and yeah, I'm still proud. It's the best feeling ever. It was the best feeling ever. I was so happy that all of my friends came from Switzerland. I was happy that they didn't come for nothing. Every time we go, like they wanted to go party, they were like, "Hey, what are you doing here? Go train. Like, don't come out with us. Go train instead." So, and Dado is like the biggest part. He pushes me every day. He calls me to check on me, like now and then. Every now and then he checks on me. He's like, "Are you good? Training good? Everything all right?" When he tells me I'm weak, I'm weak. If he tells me I'm strong, I'm strong. So the people surrounding me are the biggest support I have.
Keep going on, just this, because he's doing it on the right way. So, and I trust him. I see how he's training. He's doing everything how he should do. So that's why just say, keep going on.
I always knew he's something special. He really seems to be like a chosen one.